A Jeju Air flight from Bangkok to South Korea with 181 people on board crashed during landing, leaving 179 dead and only 2 survivors. Well, 24 hours have now lapsed since the tragic incident took place. So far, the South Korean acting president has ordered an emergency safety inspection of the country's entire airline operations. We've also been given to understand that this was the plane's 13th flight in a span of 48 hours. Officials have said a Boeing 737-800 operated by low-cost carrier Jeju Air was warned of a bird strike by the control tower during its first landing attempt at the Muan airport after departing from Bangkok. Meanwhile, the US transportation authorities have also now offered assistance to South Korea to probe the reason for the crash. Joining us now live is Major General Sudhakarji, defense expert. Major General Sudhakarji, this of course is now the focus of the investigation as to what really led to the crash. Was it a bird hit? Was it pilot error? Was it the collision which led to the fire erupting? What was it?
Good evening, Uday. Thank you for getting me to your show, and compliments to the very distinguished and esteemed domain experts and the panelists. Rather, in advance, I would say they should have the last say on the subject. However, having been a participant of many investigations in aviation disaster while in service, thanks to you for having given me this chance. Well, it could be anything, Uday, although clear indications are about the bird hit. But having had experience in these civil aviation disasters in the past in my service, I would recommend that we exercise restraint, don't speculate, let the investigation go through, and let the final findings come out. However, having participated in panel discussion in your channel only about the Azerbaijan mishap which took place between Baku and Grozny, and the aircraft actually went across Caspian Sea, there are many questions coming up. Putin has already apologized and such like issues. Grozny and 2 neighboring locations, they were under attack by the Ukrainian drones. Russia was actually responding. So now this South Korea incident which has happened is actually very, very disturbing. And all I can say before I articulate my personal analysis is pray to God for the souls to rest in peace. And this is a huge, huge disaster. And may the global aviation authorities take some preventive measure to prevent such kind of recurrence in future. Having said this, what comes to my mind is there is some degree of technical error. There is some degree of the human error which is coming to a layman like me. There is also an element of misjudgment. When you talk about the undercarriage not opening and missing out the tarmac, the touchdown space, and then going halfway, and beyond that, also there is a wall ahead. Such like issues actually, throw up many, many questions. Firstly, the architectural design of the airport, the length of the tarmac, which is around 9,000 feet. Such like issues are coming to my mind. But above all, why I personally feel that it's about time that we need to, the scientific fraternity need to think about the bird hit. Maybe Group Captain Augustine sitting with us and the lady who is also an expert will be able to throw some light on focusing on the research and development on the bird hit and missing the touchdown space and going ahead with such a short tarmac. Perhaps the pilot would have been at its wit's end without any practical solutions, contingency planning, simulation training they do extensively. In spite of that, there are certain things, in army, they teach you that whatever you plan for never happens in any kind of conflict. So you will have some unknown kind of a contingency unfolding. Maybe that kind of thing would have taken place with the pilot, which are the experts, panelists will be able to throw some light on. Back to you there.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.